Good morning, everyone. This is Robert Sloan again. Hope you all are having a good morning. You know, those of you who are awake this early. Um, yeah, I get up at like 4:30 in the morning, everyone. So, but yeah, I finally found out why those videos are being cut short. I don't have that much memory on this phone. So now every time I download one of these videos, it's gonna have to be taken off my phone after I put it on YouTube. And that'll open it up, and so now my videos won't just suddenly stop. Kind of a rainy morning, um, but I like that. You know, anytime we get any extended types of moisture in this desert, it makes it smell really nice out here. You know, but then again, I'm somebody who's weird. I like the smell of creosote bush. I think it smells kind of cool. But then again, we got rabbit brush out here. It's kind of stinky. It smells like pee. And overall, this desert has a very herbal smell. There's a lot of rosemary that grows out here, wild, just all over the place. We have oleander. Ooh, that's a deadly toxic plant. But you know, they planted it down the hill in Los Angeles because it was a smog eater. And it's done a really good job. Excuse my language, my goodness. It's done a really good job. Always thought it was also interesting that creosote naturally, it looks like it's been planted. Anybody ever been in Southwest? You know that creosote, when it grows, it looks like it's evenly, like somebody planted it deliberately. And but it's just a weird quirk of its growth habit that no plant will allow any other plant to grow within a certain distance of one another, because it takes that much area for each plant to have enough area where they get enough moisture when it does rain. And that's how creosote works. And kind of a neat plant. Sorry about that. And I don't know. I really like this desert. You can say what you want, you know, how California is kind of having its issues right now. But not all parts of the state are all completely jacked up. Because I like living in the high desert. I really do. Air's clean. I couldn't live down that hill, I tell you what. Even though that oleander did a good job of cleaning up the air, it's still, you know, when I was a kid, that smog was so thick that you had to cut out a cube of it, chew on it, and then breathe. It was that bad. You know, I grew up with that kind of crap. I lived in San Pedro, went to high school at Narbonne High, you know, over in Lomita. And thank God I was only a couple of miles from the coast. That always kept the air kind of clean. My poor cousins had to live up there in Ontario and Montclair. It's like, oh, good Lord. That air was rough. You took a deep breath and it hurt. Yeah. It is much different now. I mean, now the air is actually, it's not bad. It's not bad, but there's a reason why I lived in Utah for 20 plus years. You know. And because I didn't like that pollution. I didn't like the smell of, you know, diesel and gasoline and shit. Again, excuse my language. Although isn't that kind of ironic? Because the job that I actually did for 20 years was working building refineries and gas plants, and worked on a couple of asphalt plants. Oh, you know, I did a lot of welding, and a lot of fitting, and a lot, you know, being a helper. And work in the gas oil industry. Ain't that funny? You know, but when I wasn't working where I wanted to live, I wanted the air to be as clean as possible. When I first moved to Salt Lake City, it was nice. You know, our neighborhood was nice. It's still where, at night, they got these new lamps, I guess, in Salt Lake, where it gives off a normal white light now, so you don't get the orange nights where you get a blizzard come in. I don't know why I'm talking about all this. This channel was supposed to be about me talking about pancreatic cancer. And I don't know. Lately I'm just I have doubts. Again, I told you, it's not perfect for me, man. Or ladies. It's scary as hell. I'm still, there are certain things about this surgery that just like, I'll tell you what, I get cramps on the reg. That's every morning. Oh man, terrible. But you know something? If that's the least thing that I'm gonna have to deal with for the rest of my life, say if I had to live with that for the rest of my life, I could deal with that. In fact, I can honestly say I could deal with the pain that I'm currently going through for the rest of my life. And I'd be okay. If I got to live 70, 80, to 70 or 80 years, hell yeah, I'd take that. You betcha. I'd take that. Life is suffering, ladies and gentlemen. Every human being has tried to escape suffering. And I think it's more healthy to embrace it. Because once you embrace it, it's no longer suffering. It becomes part of you. It becomes something you don't even have to time even recognize it's happening. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I'm trying to explain how I deal with pain. And I'll tell you another thing. If you live in a state where cannabis is legal, by all means, get a hold of some grape pie cannabis, because that sucker is really good. It's a really good painkiller, and especially for what you have going on if you have the Whipple. And it works. And but I'm just going to tell you, be careful. Don't smoke too much of it, because that stuff is potent. And yeah, another one is that's good is peanut butter's breath. And these are good because, at least for me, it alters the way that I perceive pain. So you know how pain, achy, it hurts, it's deep down in there, it's hurting. And you smoke the stuff, it makes it feel like a buzzy feeling. So it alters the way that you perceive the pain. It's fantastic. It's not like the opiates, that are deadening the nerve signal. No. You're getting a full signal. It's just that your body doesn't recognize it the same way. It interprets the information from those nerves as a buzzy feeling. At least that's what it feels like for me. And both of these are hybrids, and I think that's important to talk about as well. Indicas that tend to be very high in THC of a type, and sativas have a different type. One is high energy, the sativas. They'll keep you, like, make you want to go hike, make you want to go out and get up and do something. And if you get that 80-20 mix, I think is what it is, 20% sativa, 20% indica, 80% indica. Yeah, it can't be beaten. That's why, you know, that's one of the reasons why I can do this, do all this walking right now. So, sorry for the abrupt ends on those last couple of videos. Yeah, but now I know what caused it, so we won't be having that problem again. So, well, hopefully not, you know. And, but certainly, if you can legally get a hold of this stuff, I would suggest that you try it. Because opiates, I don't trust them. I don't like the idea behind them, you know, because some of the stuff they do to your guts slow you down and makes you constipated. And with the Whipple, you don't want to be constipated. You know, so that's all I'm saying, you know. Now, I've heard of the CBD. I've done the CBD too, and that works too. By God, it works really well. So, and CBD in a lot of states is legal now, so yeah, just dose yourself out with that. It'll help if you're on opiates right now and you want to get off of them. Then I would suggest cannabis. Okay, and because cannabis, in my opinion, has far less deleterious effects than the opiates. Okay, and so I'm just saying. But yeah, as you can see, those are San Bernardino Mountains in the background. Yeah, it's pretty out here. It's pretty. That's another thing, you know. I don't know. It's just the exercise makes you feel better. You're accomplishing something, you know. We all have to, you know, we all want an attaboy. And to get that, you got to go out and make something happen. Make yourself healthier. Get up and move. Start eating some food, you know. And then just keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. You know? Don't let that pain get in your way. Don't let it get in your way, ladies and gentlemen. Don't let it get in your way. You know, just push right on through it. You know? You got to push through that pain. You know? You just push right on through it. You know, I'll be praying for you. I'm praying for all of you. I'm praying God will give you the strength to make it through this. I'm certain He will. And I hope you all a wonderful day. And I hope all of you can have a good New Year's party. You know, I'm going to try to stay up tonight. I don't think I'm going to be successful, but I'm going to try anyways. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'll give you, you're going to get a New Year's video tomorrow. Talk some more on this subject. And once again, I love you all. I pray for you. I pray for your health and your well-being. And may God be with all of you. Hey, thanks a lot. And I'll talk to you later. All right, bye.